Welcome back to Chamber Exchange, a TV show. I want to thank the sponsors that make it happen, Bank Hometown and St. Vincent Hospital. Pleased to have with us in our second segment, Julie Fitzgerald, who's the Artistic Director for Fitzgerald Performing Arts, which is located in Southbridge, Mass. And we are very pleased that Chamber of Central Mass South is one of the affiliate partners of the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce. And for our viewers who might not know, Southbridge is one of the anchor communities in South Worcester County and growing. A lot of growth in the area, Southbridge, Sturbridge, and part of that growth is adding arts and celebrating the arts, which can add to the economic development momentum. And you've, Julie, Fitzgerald Performing Arts is kind of a part of that.
Yes. Yes. So now we have changed our location, originally in Sturbridge, moved to Southbridge just recently. And with that, we are actually reopening the Cannery Music Hall in Southbridge. So my plan is we have an upstairs dance studio for our students, and then downstairs is our little theater, we call it. So it actually has a full stage, professional sound, lighting, even a mezzanine. So you've got, higher seating as well. And
it's not that little. It's 440 seats.
440 is our occupancy. It is reopening since the closure in 2017. So we had to do a lot of, fixing up, and it's been a huge project. But we're very excited. It had live music in the past. Some really incredible bands came through there, even original artists.
Right.
So we're very excited to bring that back to the community too. Our first show is tomorrow night.
Wow. Wow. What's the show?
So it's actually a Kiss tribute band from New York City. He's very talented, Billy May. It's one live Kiss, so he does it Paul Stanley.
Right.
So yeah, that's our opening act, and then actually the next day I will be in it. We have our cabaret dance performance that will happen the next night.
Well, that's terrific.
So,
well,
yeah.
We're seeing these smaller, music venues, even in bigger cities like Boston. The MGM theater, those kind of smaller, more intimate kind of settings, having kind of a rebirth. But particularly in some of our kind of smaller cities, a place like Southbridge or the Strand Theater in Clinton, out in Pittsfield, Mass, the Colonial Theater, they are these historic places that have great history in terms of, as you mentioned, artists and acts that have come in over the decades. But they're also, from a historic point of view, because they don't make those anymore. They're kind of beautiful spots and venues, and have become economic drivers for communities, and that's your vision for Southbridge.
Yes, exactly. And we're trying to make it not just a music hall. We have a comedy show coming in February from some local comedians here in Worcester. We have jazz music. We have, like I said, cabaret shows. We are doing small theater shows in there. So I'm trying to, as well as the live music that it was known for, we're trying to bring all of the arts in there as well. And having it a small venue is really nice, because I know we said it's not that small, but it's still an intimate setting. Yeah. So people love the fact that you can be right up there close to a lot of the musicians, and really have, the acoustics are incredible. They're known for that. It was created specifically for live music. So everything in there bounces or, absorbs the noise. So it's quite an incredible sound when you get in there and listen to it. So we enjoy that smaller setting because it is more intimate.
Right. And that's an economic boon for Southbridge, Sturbridge, the community, where the theater and the activities are going to take place. Because before and after those events, much like here in Worcester at Mechanics Hall or the Hanover Theater, people want to go out before or after, have a dinner, drinks, or go to drinks after, meet up with their friends, talk about the show. And there's some great spots in Southbridge just, close by.
Yeah, and actually we are very fortunate because we have one in our building.
Yeah.
So if anyone has not gone to the Dark Horse Tavern yet, it's incredible. So the way that 12 Crane Street, it's a very old historic building. When you walk in, they have it so beautifully merchandised and affixed so that you look like you feel like you're going into Ireland when you're walking through the doors of this tavern. So we have you walk through, you have all these couches and just very intimate and very unique. The Dark Horse Tavern, their food is fantastic.
Right.
Everything made fresh. And then we have the American Optical Museum also upstairs. So we have so much in this building that a lot of people have not even gone to yet. So you can eat, you can drink, you can come to a show, you can see a museum. We kind of have it all right in 12 Crane Street.
At the Cannery Music Hall on 12 Crane Street. So why don't you just, we talk a little bit about, we talked about, your vision and what's already happening, with the music hall, but Fitzgerald Performing Arts, your business that kind of is going to be in between shows, a hub of activity.
Yeah, so what our plan is, so we have children's programs and adult programs. So our children's program, we've had it since 2021, since I opened. It's focused on, I was a professional ballet dancer, so it's focused on ballet in the performing arts versus a competitive atmosphere. So we try to nurture that confidence in children at a young age. And then we have a theater program too. So our theater program really took off when we first opened, especially. So we'll have the Nutcracker that we do at Smith College every year. And then we have our spring musical, which this year will be Alice in Wonderland. And it gives children the chance to get up on stage, build that confidence that helps them later on in life as well. And then we have an adult program. So we have adult dancing. We are going to actually do a murder mystery theater in the Cannery, so we're going to have a workshop for adults who want to participate in that, and we're hoping to do that maybe next fall or springtime.
Right. And so how do people learn about it, sign up, the programs?
Yeah, so if you go to fitzgeraldperformingarts.com, we have all of our listings there and exactly how you can register and sign up. I'm always free to talk to anyone. I do like to have that personal relationship with people when they, show interest. I make sure I call them right away, email them personally. So we have that, and then the cannerymusichall.com is our website for the Cannery.
Got it. And so, you're a member of the Chamber, Central Mass South Chamber, and with that you have mutual opportunity to take advantage of some of the programs, events that Worcester runs and vice versa. But always interested in how and why, what motivates someone, your background you mentioned is ballet and performing arts, but what was it that kind of motivated you to kind of start the business and kind of say, all right, I'm going to venture out and do this?
Well, so I've always wanted to own a studio, and it's always been right place, right time. We do have 5 children, so that's always difficult. But after I had my last one, I was really like, I really want to do this. And it was at a point in my life where I was in the right place at the right time. That's a lot of economy. That's how it goes when you open a business. So when I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I did go to Framingham State. I have some business background as well. Every other job in my life, aside from dancing, I always had to have another job. Retail, high-end retail management. I learned how to run a business. So I took a lot of those skills in marketing, customer relations, and then my knowledge in dance to really try to form a good, solid foundation for a company. So.
That's great. Well, it's a 501c3, Fitzgerald Performing Arts as well, and Cannery. So we'll give those 2 websites before we sign off.
Yep. So it's fitzgeraldperformingarts.com and cannerymusichall.com.
All right, you heard it. If you got to get to the Cannery Music Hall, go online, see what acts are coming. It sounds like right out of the gate, a lot of good activity and energy in Southbridge.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks, Julie. We're going to come back for our final segment. Stay with us.
These days, you've got your hands full in life. That's why we help you bank simply and securely with tools like Face ID and Touch ID. It's why we make it easy to make purchases on the go and get cash back while you're at it. Why we help you quickly deposit checks wherever you are. And it's why we lend a hand with sending and receiving money right from your phone. So even when you're on the move, you can manage your finances. Bank Hometown. Unlock your potential.